What's up? It's your boy Big G coming at you with yet another video. If you haven't, hit that button, like and subscribe, hit that bell, let you know when your boy is on again, bring you another video. I know it's been a minute. I've been kind of caught up, been kind of busy, but I'm back at it like a crack addict. Like I'm going to tell you like this. I know y'all seen that video with that dude that jumped over the hurdle, jumped over the bars and everything to get at the judge. I was wondering how he got that close to the judge. Duke must have been an athlete or something like that. But it's crazy because he was there on a parole hearing, if I'm not correct, and she denied him parole. Cool. I know how inmates be dying to get out, dying to hit the town. Be promised that, I'm gonna be good, and they be saying all the things that they think that the parole officer is want to hear when they go to the board and everything. Like, I'm good and I'm gonna be good and I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna follow the rules. But as soon as they hear that, nah, I don't think so. I don't think you rehabilitated or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna give you 2 more years, because a lot of times when you go to the board, it's every 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So that means when that judge said, nah, I'm gonna give you 2 years, he lost it. And he jumped clear over. And I think he had a couple of punches on the judge, if I'm not correct. It was wild, it was crazy. But let me tell you, that's not the first time I done seen inmates go after the judge, while out on the officer, faint, go crazy when they get that time. Let me tell you, there's cats I've seen out in the street that be laying people down, got the mean gun game, robbing, stealing, killing, selling drugs, got the mean knockout game. They straight street, got a mean rep in the street. I don't see them break down, start crying when they get them football numbers. I don't see them break down and start crying when they get them football numbers. When people be anticipating it, like, the thing about jail is a method to their madness. The long, drawn out court dates. Like, you go to court and then they don't give you another court date for another 3 months, another 4 months. And you sitting there anticipating, not knowing what they're going to give you, how much time they're going to give you. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of the punishment. That's a part of quote unquote, the rehabilitation, giving you a chance to reflect and think about the things that you did when you was running out in the street. So I remember one time, I'm working in the crazy house. A couple of these guys in the crazy house, they are crazy, but a couple of them are using that as a way of not having to go to jail if they declare them crazy, or to go to a mental institute where they ain't got to be locked away. I don't see guys smear feces all over their face. I don't see guys in front of the doctor to convince the doctor that they're crazy, drink their own piss. I mean, there's no measurement to what people go through once they hear they're going to get them football numbers. Like, it's not a joke. A lot of these kids running out here don't think it's real because they never had to face it. They never had to sit there and have their life at the mercy of a judge, sitting there with glasses on, flipping through pages, don't know you, you just another number to them, docket 772-57776, and next you know, they took 12 and a half years to 35, blah, blah, and they say it while they sipping their coffee. And then I can understand why this dude lost it, because jail must have been getting to him. They must have really been getting to him where he at, and he really want out. I don't see guys sit there that's in jail, because in Rikers Island, C-73, I had a cell area, and classification was 50 and up. That means that you was there for murder, drug kingpin, all kind of crazy violent inmates that I had, because I was a big dude. So, but see, the psyche that people don't understand, the way they run it in the street, they're not doing all that inside jail. Very few of them are doing all that inside jail. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are sitting there, and I've seen the toughest of the toughest. Any given Sunday, they sitting back in the chair in the day room, and they rocking back and forth, and they staring off into space because they're thinking about the time that's coming. That time coming. You're already caught. You're already here, doggy. Ain't no escaping. You ain't Houdini. You ain't getting away from here. You know what I'm saying? So they sitting there and they contemplating and they think about that time. and they break down. They all break down. Any dude that tell you that they ain't break down when that judge hit them with them 12 years, 10 years, 5 years, whatever, knowing that they ain't going home, knowing they got to go up in the mountains and deal with them real gorillas, they don't care about your reputation. They don't care about, oh, this dude, that's the dude that killed them 4 kids. So what? I killed 10. But he got money? That's the attitude. Ain't nobody worry about your reputation in the street. You know what I'm saying? Especially lifers. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen guys go to court because I was working in the Tombs. I was working in the Tombs downtown on White Street in New York City, in Manhattan. And I seen a judge sentence a guy 12 and a half to 25, 10 to 15, 10 to 20, this and that, and running them joints consecutively, not concurrent. When a judge give you like 3 different sentences, right? And she say concurrent, that means if she give you 5 years for this charge, 10 years for this one, 7 for that one, that don't mean that she running them at the same time where the most you're going to do is 10 years. Nah, you're going to do that 5 years. Then after that 5 years, you're going to do that 10 years. Then after that 10 years, you're going to do that 7 years. So that's what the judge means when she said the judge says she running it consecutively. When you get them charges, that's when it hit. That's when it hit. That's when it all comes back to you. And your boys ain't there. Your moms can't do nothing for you. Your mans and them that will lay people down for you, that have been running the street, that committed the crime with you. Sitting in the back of the courtroom, you looking back there, ain't none of them, they got tears in their eyes, so they know you gone. They know you gone, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's only one dude I saw stand tough. You know what I'm saying? And the judge hit him with all the numbers, 25 to life, this, that, blah, 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 this, that. You know, and his lawyer was like, do you have something to say to the court? This dude spit at the judge, and said, fuck you, I'm comfortable. Told the judge I'm comfortable. Back where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? And they escorted him back to the pens. You know what I'm saying? Like it was nothing. He didn't have no reaction. He wasn't upset or nothing. Matter of fact, if I remember correctly, when he got back to the pens, he got into a fight with a dude in the pens. And I'm thinking, it sunk in. That time sunk in. He wilding out back there because he got so much time to do. No, that wasn't the reason. He went back there and he wilded out because he told the dude to hold his little carton of milk and his peanut butter sandwich, because that's what they get. When you back there in the pens, the way they're supposed to do the count in the pens to let them know how many inmates are in the pen is the guy come around breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Sometimes it's a bologna sandwich. Sometimes it's a carton of milk with an orange or something like that. So he got into a fight with another dude back there because the dude was supposed to hold his milk and his peanut butter sandwich. If the officer come around and you're not there, if they only got 10 inmates in there or 20 inmates in there, they only giving out 10 or 20 sandwiches. So this dude was supposed to be holding his sandwich for him, and the dude didn't hold his sandwich for him. So here I am thinking that this dude is all distraught and it's hitting him in his head because he done got sentenced to life and all kind of craziness. No, he mad because he told the judge, he just spit at the judge and said he comfortable, so he's a jailer. You know what I'm saying? He's not doing this for play. You know what I'm saying? And he went back there and got into a fight because he told the dude to hold his peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And it just reminds me of the psyche of people when they get sentenced in that courtroom. Like, I don't work in the Tombs and I don't seem like it's crazy because everybody's sitting in the pen. The pen is packed. You got people lined up and sitting in there. I don't seen a dude because it's like you're sitting in I'm sitting in a room that can hold about 50 people, but it's 60 people in there packed in, laying on the ground. No privacy when you got to go over there to use the bathroom. Now, you got a little partition, little stall, but it only goes up halfway because the guard's going to see if anything going crazy. And if you got to take a shit, you got to take a shit in there. Everybody's sitting there laying on the floor, and you sitting there and you crapping in the toilet. Now, some people who be bullying the pens be forbidding people from even taking a crap. They won't even let you take a crap in the pens. So there's been a lot of guys who crapped on themselves because they didn't want to get into it with nobody else. And then if you crap on yourself, because the main purpose of preventing somebody from taking a squat on the toilet is so they ain't got to smell it. So they got to smell it. Then you get some big, humongous, fat King Kong dude that don't give a F about nothing that's going to sit on that toilet and take a crap in front of everybody. Don't care if you sitting there singing this song, whistling, whatever. He taking a crap. And guess what? I done seen real crappy situations where he got swung on. Like dudes literally jumped up and jumped him while he was sitting there on the toilet. So he getting up and he fighting, feces flying all over the place. He got tissue coming out his butt and all kind of craziness in the pen. And guess what? Now we got to get everybody out the pen. You got to take everybody out the pen, move them to the other pen, get somebody coming in and hose and spray the pen down because it was a real crappy situation with them beating this guy up because he had to take a crap in the pens. And then don't let you get an a-hole correction officer that purposely holds you and prolong the process and have you sitting in there in that pen all day for no reason whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? So that's my story about the bullpen. And I'm just still bugging out on how this guy was able to get close to this judge. Now, you know he done. He done. Like, they going to make these charges, assaulting the federal personnel and federal judge. You hit a judge in front of all these people and all that stuff. They probably want to attempt murder, and even though he just jumped in there and beat up, they're going to put attempt murder on him and all that. So I'm not going to say he's going to get life, but whatever little time, whatever the 2 years that he was going to get hit, because when you go to the board, that's what you get hit with. Every 2 years, boom, you go back, boom, you get 2 years. So now he ain't getting no less than 10 years for jumping over there and hitting that judge. But that just lets you know, don't be doing that crap to go to prison. Because when you sit behind that wall and they do the bullpen therapy and you sitting there and you thinking about your charges, what you did, what you shouldn't have did, and then you thinking about all the stuff you heard in the movies, all the stuff, all the jail stuff that your man's done told you. You got 20 years plus to have to deal with this. I don't know what he thought he was going to accomplish. Like if he really got up there and he beat the judge, like the judge was going to say, okay, my bad. I'm going to let you go home. I don't know if he was just going to be satisfied that he put hands and feet and paws on a federal officer or a judge and stuff like that. But that was crazy. And it's not the first time and it's not unusual. It just lets you know the state of mind that some people be in when they know they got to do that time. And my thing is like this. People don't be thinking about that when they be out in the street and they be ripping and running and doing all the craziness. But it sinks in. And a lot of you can't take it. I don't seen it. I don't seen the toughest of the toughest curl up like little babies, curl up in the fetal position, crying and whimpering, because guess what? The next day, they're going up north, and they're going to start that big. It's your boy, Big G. I got more stories coming. Listen, let me give a word otherwise. If you're out there doing something, stop. I know I'm going to say the corniness. Stop. But I'm going to tell you like this. I'm not going to tell you own up to it because you could never own up to being away from your family, being locked in a box and you know, being fed the way you're being fed and all the bad conditions that be in any prison around the world. But I'm going to say this. If you stand there in court, that is not the place for you to stand to man up and wild out. That is the most secure place out there, and all you're going to do is make it worse for yourself. That's my advice for anybody. I can't tell you how to feel. All I can do is tell you, don't put yourself in a position where you have to be like that. It's your boy, Big G, and I'm out. Like and subscribe. 2024, let's go.